extending the festival. It was supposed to be over tomorrow. We have 3 shows tomorrow. It's supposed to be over tomorrow. We're going to let it go to Wednesday because I'm not out of clothes yet. We're going to go till I run out of clothes. All right, now, up until 2007, the world knew them as Elvis impersonators. But in 2007, Elvis Presley Enterprises in Graceland said, you know what, Elvis is not being represented the proper way. You know, the funny guy in the office with the pajama top jumpsuit that he got off of Amazon with a $4 wig and sunglasses with paste-on sideburns was not the way the king of rock and roll needed to be remembered. So in 2007, Graceland came up with some criteria to become an Elvis tribute artist. And one of those rules was to never be Elvis on stage. Be yourself, but emulate the music and the style of Elvis Presley. So in 2007, they started the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest, and they had preliminaries that were held all around the world. Just like this one, we're going to send our winner on to Memphis to compete and be crowned by Graceland an Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Champion. And that all started in 2007. And that criteria that our judges right up there are looking at is this. In vocals, how do you rate the ETA's vocal singing ability? The score is 1 to 10, 10 being the best. Oh, that's right. How are you? Good to see you. Man, I should come to rehearsal. I'll tell you. When this starts for real at 8 o'clock, it's going to be incredible. It really is. Oh, Gary's going to get me on this, man. All right, vocals, the score of 1 to 10. Well, it's the same thing, right? I mean, you know, you just wanted to get another angle. Vocals, how do you rate the ETA's overall singing ability? 1 to 10, with 10 being the best. Appearance, their ability to create a look and a style that represents Elvis. 1 to 10. Stage presence, the ability to recreate the charisma that Elvis created when performing on stage. And then the overall performance scored 1 to 10. Those numbers are all added together. Vocals count twice because the most important part of an Elvis tribute artist is what that voice sounds like. We're tabulating those votes and we'll take those numbers and they'll be combined with what they earned this morning and yesterday in that competition and we'll crown our winner. Time to meet our judges who got better seats since this morning. First up, a singer-songwriter and a friend of mine, and he's been a part of this festival since the very beginning. And if Gary Chapman, if you give him the mic, I always start with him because I know if he takes it last, he's going to come up here and take my job because he's that good. He had a talk show on TNN back in the day called Nashville Now. Gary, you are back again, so tell me about your feelings. You were here yesterday for round 1. You noticed at round 2, you said that the energy had pumped up even more. So what do you think of our finals so far? I'm sorry, the mic it works up there.
Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. I think you have to take it to dinner and buy it drinks.
Oh, I know how to do that.
Okay.
No, I would say, Tom, that you're doing a great job. You're doing fine. No, it is. Here's just a little production note. You shouldn't let us have a mic right in front of a speaker because it's going to do a lot. So
that's why we gave you chairs.
Okay. So overall, this is such a great experience. I just love this.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting better, and that's what the contestants have done. Every round they just kick it up a little bit harder, a little bit, and it's awesome. I just love to see where this thing's going. It's
And
awesome.
there's nothing to hold back tonight. You go.
You leave all the scarves on the stage tonight.
That's right. That's right. All right. Next up, experiencing her very first Elvis Tribute Artist Contest, a Broadway star, a Tony Award nominee, a new resident of Franklin. So welcome home. Thanks for coming over from the house tonight. Laura Osnes is here. Great to see you. And you were hanging out last night at the concert. You were ready for more Elvis.
I can't be Elvised out. I mean, I'm falling in love with every single one of these guys tonight. They are really bringing it, and I'm so honored to be here. It's been so fun to get to know all of you all, and thank you for coming out to cheer these guys on.
And you know, Laura, you know what it's like to be backstage and to feel those butterflies, but there's also a part of you, as much as you're nervous, you want to get out there and do it, right?
Totally. I made my Broadway debut playing Sandy in Grease, and I won the role via a reality TV competition. So I have been in these guys' shoes quite literally,
Yeah.
and my heart goes out to all of them. They are really bringing it.
That's great. Thank you for being here. All right, next up, the longtime voice of the ladies Vanderbilt basketball team, who just retired after 137 years calling basketball. A part of Coffee, Country, and Cody in the morning on WSM, my friend and fellow broadcaster, Mr. Charlie Maddows, back again to judge with us. And you've been wandering around the factory and hanging out. You were here this afternoon to see Code.
Oh man, I was 8 years old in 1972, but I can't tell you how many times I've played the vinyl from Madison Square, the CD from the afternoon show, and
Yep.
Cody took me there this afternoon. It was so
Yeah.
cool, and kudos to you. You were a very good Charlie Hodge.
Thank you
The
very
water
much.
and the scarves.
There's a thing with the wrist. You have to flick the scarf onto the neck.
It's a talent.
It
so.
is. I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's a great night, though. And from yesterday afternoon to this afternoon to tonight, not only has everybody's level gone up, but you can also feel the energy in the room and just a little tension because everything's
Yeah.
on the line tonight.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
So I'm thrilled to be back. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Give our best to Bill. All right, I was talking earlier about how important gospel music was to Elvis, and a member of a group that was important to him. And Larry, I want to ask you this. This is Larry Strickland, a bass singer with J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet, stood behind Elvis in the 70s singing gospel and singing backup on all these songs. Larry, if you want to jump up here and sing backup, you're welcome to at any time.
I have been. I've been singing every song.
Singing your part.
I've been singing my part. I can't help it.
That's right. Tell me about, because you spent that time with Elvis on stage, and like I said, at a rock show, Elvis always had a gospel quartet on stage with him. And then afterwards, you guys sang for him. What do you think gospel music gave Elvis?
It gave him life. He was, you could see that he just fed off of it. We would sing Sweet, Sweet Spirit every single night. I never did a show without him, and I did over 200 concerts with him. And we sang Sweet, Sweet Spirit every night, and he would stand over to the side with his head up and his eyes closed, and he was just soaking it in. He absolutely loved it. It gave him energy, it gave him strength, and it was his life. And then at the end of the show, when everybody was dead tired, he would have us come up to the seat and sing until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, which we hated. But he just couldn't get enough, you know.
Yeah.
He really loved it.
And what you wouldn't give now to be able to go up to that suite and sing. You know, it would just be incredible to be able to have that opportunity again. Well, we thank Elvis for giving us that gospel connection in all his shows. And we thank all our judges for being here. And I've been in your seats before. Oh, mine were up there, but I've been in your seats before, and it's a tough job. Somebody's got to win, but there are no losers on the stage.
You have to talk about Greg.
Oh, I didn't.
We skipped Greg.
Well, I wondered where he went. I couldn't see him over there.
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Greg.
Right here.
They were blocking your. I'm sorry. They were blocking your line.
That's okay.
Family important to Elvis, and we have Elvis's second cousin right here, Greg Presley. I couldn't see you back there.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Great group of guys. Excited about to see you, the talent again tonight. Just thank you for allowing me to be here, Tom and Brian.
I wanted to ask you because Elvis, that Presley family, he had mom and dad at the house at Graceland, and when Gladys passed away, Grandma Dodger moved into the house, Aunt Delta lived there. I mean, even as big a star as Elvis was, that family was so important to him.
It really was. And it still is today for the Presley family, too. So, you know.
We're glad you're here. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here. All our judges, we thank you for being here. And don't envy what you have to go through.